Good evening, everyone. I'm Chef Ralph, and this is Chef Ralph's Realm. Today, on this installment of What in the Wegmans, we'll be testing out Wegmans house products against the national leading brands. And tonight we are doing their American cheese. And in my opinion, the best way to do American cheese is, you guessed it, the grilled cheese sandwich. I have a grilled cheese press in front of me, and here's how I have everything set up, just so we keep track of everything. So I'm going to make 3 grilled cheese sandwiches, and it is going to be obviously the Wegmans brand American cheese. Then we're going to do 1 Land O'Lakes American, and we're going to do 1 Kraft American singles. You know, the ones that come in the little plastic envelopes. So just, you know, in order just to keep time going, I'm going to start with the sandwiches as we're talking. So I'm just going to take a little bit of neutral oil. This is the panini press. It's a standard one of these things. Makes 2 at a time. So we're going to do 2 sandwiches at a time. I'm going to do the... So Land O'Lakes and Wegmans are probably the 2 closest, because they're a block cheese that gets sliced in the deli. The Kraft I kind of just threw in there as a wild card because it is the nation's #1 most favorite cheese. So I'm just going to hit the panini press with a little neutral oil to prevent sticking. I'm going to then lay the sandwiches, the Wegmans, and I have them all, like I said, on plates, and then the Land O'Lakes next to it, and then we're going to give it a close down. Okay, so while that's cooking, let me just bring you up to date on the price points. So the Land O'Lakes cheese comes in at $7.99 a pound. The Wegmans comes in at $5.99 a pound. And this one really surprised me. The Kraft singles were $8.39 a pound. Weird, but so let's just take a quick look at the cheeses themselves as they are cooking. So let's go with the Land O'Lakes. I have right here, and I have a Wegmans. Oh, sorry, some of it fell on the plate. Maybe that just shows about the integrity of how it crumbles. And then you've got, you know, the good old-fashioned plastic cheese, as we all come to know and love in the paper. Look at it. I mean, look at the shine on that. Anyway, let's just go with an initial test before we get down to the grilled cheese. So I'm gonna hit it with the Land O'Lakes first, because that's what I probably eat most of. Nice creamy mouthfeel. Sandwiches are done, so I'm just gonna open it. Decent mouthfeel. It's a cheese I know. Not too salty. It is substantially darker, almost, you know, more cheddar color than the Wegmans. I'm gonna go for the Wegmans now. We got them both sliced from the deli. This is the grab and go section. And when in the grab and go section, they're usually a little bit more uniformed with the thickness of the slice. So let's go for the Wegmans. The Wegmans almost has maybe a little saltier. The Wegmans kind of actually has a little bit more of a cheesy flavor. I know that kind of sounds strange, but it tastes more like American cheese than the Land O'Lakes. I'm just going to go in with the plastic cheese. Well, yeah. The texture on that, wow, that's sweet. The Kraft cheese is actually, when you're doing them all at the same time, the Kraft cheese is substantially sweeter. I never really knew that or kind of looked into it. So I just took these 2 sandwiches out. I'm going to hit the panini panini press or the grilled cheese maker with a little bit more of the neutral oil. Now I'm going to grill the the Kraft sandwich. So that's in there. Okay, so this is strange. So the Kraft has a substantially more that's really weird. Sweet, like sugar. Let's jump into these grilled cheese sandwiches. So this is the Land O'Lakes, and it's with the way that the sandwich press does is it splits it down the center. So we're gonna go. I'm gonna go in from the side. We're not gonna make it pretty. We're just gonna go for the pull to see if and what kind of a cheese pull there is. Okay, we'll go cheese pull on this side. So it does have a fair, little bit of a stringy cheese pull. I'm just gonna jump right in. Land O'Lakes, it melts nicely. A little bit of a cheese pull. As soon as it touches your mouth, it kind of solidifies. That's kind of what I look for in a grilled cheese. Just to keep it fair, we're going to keep everything at basically the same temperature. Here's the Wegmans cheese. Wegmans cheese, actually, let's go pull on this side. Wegmans cheese has a little bit more of a cheese pull. The viscosity of the cheese, the Wegmans has more of a cheese pull. I should also mention that each sandwich is built the same, with 2 pieces of American cheese. All right, so the Kraft is done. I'm just going to get in with this real quick. Wow, I didn't see that coming. Okay, let's just go with the Kraft. Let me just let this cool for just a second or two. Let me unplug this machine so as to not burn the studio down. All right, so I'm gonna go side by side now because I thought I knew grilled cheese. Oh, keep them together. All right, well, so the Wegmans seems to have melted substantially nicer. All right, let's go with the let me get the other plate just to keep it together. Here's the Kraft. Now this is plastic cheese, so let's see what we're gonna. Okay, so it's definitely more viscous, like it melts like plastic. This is gonna be an interesting test. It's sweet. It's sweet. I don't like it. I'm sorry. I mean, maybe that just goes to show where America is with this is like the quintessential processed food, and America's number most popular one. The sugar content has got to be high. It melts better. Well, you know what? It melts. The Kraft melts better, but it also is like sticking to my mouth worse than the rest of them. This is weird. Okay, so listen, I don't want to prolong this. I gotta give the win to Wegmans. When you're making a grilled cheese sandwich, the Wegmans, and we're in it at all categories, it's $2 cheaper than Land O'Lakes and almost $2.50 cheaper than the Kraft. Listen, this is another one where Wegmans wins. I'm giving my vote. The Wegmans processed crap American cheese makes a far superior grilled cheese sandwich than the leading American brand, which is Kraft. So I'm gonna go. We'll go ranking Wegmans number 1, followed by Land O'Lakes, and then followed all the way at the end by Kraft. Maybe it's just the sugar content, but I'm not a fan. Interesting. Well, that really surprised me. I hope you guys enjoyed the content and this little adventure and this little test that we're doing here. If you like my content, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you follow, like all the videos. I love the comments. Keep the comments coming in as long as they're positive and not telling me I screwed up something, because I'm really trying with this. Yeah. See you on the next one. Good night.